Merry Christmas! I know it's a heat wave out there, I know that, but we have to start somewhere when it comes to Christmas and Christmas decorations, because I know come Christmas Day and the run up to Christmas, you'll be sitting there thinking, oh, I wish I'd have decorated the tree more. Oh, I've got some gifts to put together. I wish I'd have bought that one-day special. Well, we have got a superb one-day special for you here at the craft store. Yes, it's about Christmas, but it's about your favourite things, and that is making and creating. And we've got a marvellous guest to talk us through everything that you're getting in your one-day special and to give us lots of inspirations. Hi, Rosella.
Well, hello there.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Are you Father Christmas's elfette?
Elfette, I could be, couldn't I?
Yes, you're an elfette.
An elfette. There's only me who could do Christmas on what's got to be the hottest day of the year so far,
I think it is. But you know what? With craft, it's never really too early to start creating for Christmas, is it?
No, it absolutely isn't, and we've got such a super bundle.
Yeah, we have.
Beautiful quality and some really interesting products in there. Things that is certainly some things I've never seen before. I've never seen the felt that we've got, that glitter felt. So very excited over that. Obviously, it's got a beautiful Tilde book. So I love all things Tilde. So really happy about that. And it's just absolutely. I can't wait to actually go into it. Every single detail of all of those beautiful. Look at the colours on that, Janice. Just look at the colours on that.
It's absolutely sensational. Let me take you through what you are getting, because there is a lot. There really is. Right, shall we start with the Hessian? You get 2 meters of Hessian. What I like about this as well, you've got that lovely frilled edge around the outside.
And 2 meters, that is a huge amount. So that means that actually you're going to be able to create so much with it.
Do you know what I'd do with that? I'd just put it down the table. I'd have it as a table runner. I really would. And then I'd add lots of different elements. And that's my Christmas sorted. That would be absolutely fantastic. You're also getting a book included in your one-day special, and this is full of Christmas ideas for you, so lots of things to make and create. And the wonderful thing is about the book, you can gift it or keep it to yourself, which would be nice. I'm not going to show you every single page because we want you to get the one-day special to get this home. So you've got wonderful projects in there. You've also got some pom-poms. I believe you get 100 pom-poms. Wow. Christmas isn't Christmas without a pom-pom. And you've got different sizes and different colours, but all festive colours. So you've got red, you've got white, and you've got green. You've got your jingle bells in here as well. Now, there are bells and there are bells, aren't there, Rosella?
And
these are your proper jingle bells, aren't they?
They jingle.
I'm gonna
do it.
Do you know what? I do want to give me bells a jingle, if you don't mind. And I'm gonna jingle all of them at the same time. Can you hear that? Dashing through the snow. Love those. So they're included. I think I can sing all that without paying for it. Right, now we've got some faux fur trim, and you've got 2 meters of this, and it is super duper soft and really easy for you to sew with as well. So even if you're taking just a small amount of this to add to a project, it's going to be really effective. But 2 meters of that, and it's exceptional, isn't it?
And it's really lovely faux fur as well. So it's so soft and strokeable, isn't it? You can see the pile on it. And I love the fact that it's in a strip, which means that it's really useful as well. You're not trying to cut it yourself, trying to cut it straight. I mean, you look at that and you think, okay, top of a sack.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah. Stocking, for example, which would be marvellous, or a little accent of snow on a project. We love that. 2 meters of that. Right, next up, you've got some ribbon. Now you've got some velvet ribbon here, and you've got red and green in the velvet. So that's very posh and beautiful to finish your decorations, whether it be your stockings or a gift tag, for example. So many different ways we can use that lovely velvet ribbon. And you get 20 meters. Is that of each, of the red and the green? 20 meters of each? Maybe not. I'll measure that up in a moment.
I think it says it on each reel, actually,
But you
Janice.
get, you get 5 metres.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5 metres by 15 millimetres. There you go. So you've got 5 metres on each one. Yeah, I've not got my glasses on. Let me focus. Yeah, 5 metres of the green and 5 metres of the red. But that's still oodles and oodles and lots.
That is a huge amount of ribbon, yes.
It is. It certainly is. Right, let's move on to the acrylic felts. Let's go down here. You've got 42 and they're 15 by 15 centimetres, and we're kind of running all the way through the colours scope here, from grey, brown and blacks, and then all the way through to your neutrals, your naturals, and then your reds, your purples, your blues and your greens.
Lovely sturdy acrylic felt as well. This.
Beautiful.
And if you think about what you use felt for, mostly you use it in around sort of 6x6 measurement. So this is really, again, super useful size, and just all the colours as well. It's brilliant.
Brilliant. Do you know what? You could use part of these for Christmas decorations, like the red and the green traditional, and then you can use the others for all kinds of different designs, and maybe make a gift to give at Christmas. Doesn't have to be Christmas themed.
No.
It could be a gift that you're putting together. Right, so that is your felt. We also have, this is just gorgeous. This is your glitter felt. Let me just turn this around to show you, and you've got 1 metre of each. I've not seen this before, Rosella.
I have never seen this before. I've never worked with it before, and it is a joy. It really is. It's so useful, and of course it's glitter, isn't it? It's just wonderful.
Is it non-shed?
It is.
It is non-shed. So could we put this through our big sty machines, you know, with the big styes?
Janice, I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay, shut up. Oh, God, stop it. I'm just so excited. But look at the colours that you're getting, the gold, the red and the green. Now, your one-day special, that price on the screen, oh my days, you've got an £8 saving. £20 today, we'll secure it, we'll send it out to you, and then we'll take another £20 in a month's time. How about that? We will wait for your money, but you don't have to wait for all of this to be delivered to your door. 251444 is your item number. We've got so much more as well. If this has got you excited and in the mood for Christmas, take a look at the website, because there you have so many different items. We've got embellishments for you, we've got threads for you, we've got essentials in there. We've got a little ironing board as well, and a little iron for your crafting. We've got more threads for you, so much to do with sewing, so much to do with Christmas, and so many accessories on there for you as well. I do like the Sew Crafts Christmas festive fabric rolls and your fabric packs. Go and check those out as well. So plenty for you to choose from, and anything else that you put into your basket, of course, will be divisible into 2 payments, because that's your one-day special, divisible into 2 payments. So my, what an absolutely fantastic deal for you. Because it's in the theme of Christmas, if you want to send us your cracker jokes throughout the show, you can do. It's studio@thecraftstore.com. If you get a chance, we'll read them out. Right, Rosella, shall we go through?
Let's go through. Yeah, let's do that, because there is just so much, isn't there? So the Hessian for a start. Now, bear in mind, I've taken some of the Hessian from this roll, obviously. Yeah, you're getting a lot of Hessian here. You really are. Well, you know what? I think that as well. As soon as I saw that, and I thought, actually, yes, for Christmas, it's perfect, isn't it? It's that sort of Scandi feel. But actually, maybe you're doing a celebration for harvest, something like that.
Oh, that'd be nice. Or a wedding.
Wedding, absolutely perfect. Because, like you mentioned, you've got the frayed edge, which you often don't get, which then you're taking off your measurements. Easy to work with. There's a little sack behind me that I created. Now, this doesn't get much easier than this. It really doesn't. So, you know, maybe you want to put some decorations in there. Maybe you want to put some presents in there as well. Sweets. Yeah, that's a lot of sweets.
Yes.
And then all I did literally to make the sack was I cut off this fringing, which I then saved, because this is just super cool, and I thought this would make good gnome beards, and we'll look at those little gnomes in a minute. And all you need to do is stitch it up 2 sides, tie it together, and that is literally all you have to do.
Brilliant. So, do you know, you could put some little LED lights in there, you know, the ones that don't get hot.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that be a great idea?
Yes, that would be a super idea. I love that idea. So that's your Hessian. So let's go then on to this wonderful glitter felt. Like we mentioned, it is non-shed. and it's stitchable, it's stickable. Now, you did talk die cuttable.
Yes.
Of course it's die cuttable. In fact, let me just get the Hessian back so that we can just show the
It's a
die
lovely
cuts on
deep
there.
red, isn't it?
Oh, it's proper
the Christmas red, isn't it?
Yeah. Pillar box red. But I've just done a few die cuts here because I thought actually these are going to be so good. Now, I've actually put the bond web that we've got on the show on the back of this glitter felt, so you can iron this. In fact, there's the outer casing of the bond web there. So just put some bond web on the back. I did use a cloth on top, just because I wasn't entirely sure how much heat was to go on that.
Okay.
And so then just bond web them on. But I mean, talking about table runners, how easy would it be just to pop something like that on there?
What a lovely idea.
So you're not going to throw any of this away, because your tiny little scraps you're going to use for die cutting. If you don't have a die cutter, then just cut. It stitches through the sewing machine like a dream.
Make some nice little berries. For your holly,
fantastic.
yeah, for your fake holly.
Yeah,
because you've got green in there as well, haven't you?
I've made, as you can see, we've got a little candy cane holder there because it's really, really pliable with some of that super fur on there. And below that, we've got a stocking which we're actually going to make later in the show, because I just, we've got to have stockings like this, haven't we? We just have to have glittery.
Oh, and there's that faux fur on the top.
Yeah, absolutely. It's made for it, isn't it? And of course, we've got the 3 colours in that. We've got the gold and we've got the green in that as well, and they're just so lush colours,
They
aren't
are
they?
absolutely
They're
gorgeous.
just absolutely lovely.
Could you, Rosella, do you think if you have like a waistcoat or something like that, you're going to a Christmas party, when we can do, cut out some little accents and put them on your clothing and things like that?
You could cut the front of your waistcoat out of this, because I mean, just look how pliable it actually is.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah,
or the back of a waistcoat.
The back, or just maybe the 2 lapels, so that you're not sort of rubbing against it too much. I just think it was a real revelation when I found this, because I just thought, wow, that's glitter felt. Okay, well, let's have a little bit of a play with it.
Yeah.
And then when I found that actually it stitches through the sewing machine like a dream, it die cuts like a dream,
Wow.
you are going to have so much fun playing with this.
Well, we're busy. 10% of the stock has gone already. That glitter felt fabric is amazing. That's included in your one-day special. It's a great opportunity to get so much for very little money, which is brilliant to make and create for your own home. Right, we're continuing on now. We've got the felt.
The felt, and this is lovely. This is really lovely acrylic felt. Now, you can't beat felt, can you, for making absolutely anything at all? It's just so useful. And now, obviously, I've already been in this pile. I've made several projects with this, and it's great. I've made my little. So this was a Bowser the Schnauzer, but he's a Schnauzer deer now. So it was Bowser deer, one of those. And we'll perhaps make this if we get time on one of the shows.
Are they little horns on there?
Little reindeer.
Like little reindeer. Oh, that is so sweet. It could be any dog, really.
Of course it could. And he could extend his legs actually if you wanted a reindeer, but Bowser doesn't have very long legs. We've got a little felt owl on our Christmas tree. There's a little gift bag on there. So it's just useful, isn't it? It's felt basically. And often we buy felt and we buy it in bigger sheets, so we don't buy as much of it. So we don't have the colours. So we compromise.
I think it's really great because I think the kids love working with felt as well, making little finger puppets and things for Christmas, or a little nativity scene out of felt. That would be lovely.
But you talked about gifts. I mean, I have still got a needle holder that I made when I was, I don't know, 2 or 3 or something, out of felt, because basically that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You fold it open and then it's done. Now, look at this. Now, I need to say thank you to Rach, my friend. As I was making one of these little gnomes, she came into my my workroom and said, oh my goodness, how wonderful are those? I'd love to make them as a little plaque for Christmas. So I said, there you go, knock yourself out, there's your felt. And I can't reach it to ring their bells at the moment, but their bells ring as well.
Oh, what a great! You could. I wonder. I'll tell you what. I'll get my bells, and I shall ring Marty. Ready? It's like the gnomes are nodding. You can put those on top of bottles as well, if you're giving them as a gift, which would be really nice.
I think that would be a lovely, lovely gift, because then they'll be kept. They could be boiled eggs on Christmas morning, or any morning at all.
What a great idea!
And just to actually decorate. I mean, Easter. Why can't we have Easter gnomes? I'm happy
Why
with an
not?
Easter gnome.
Yeah.
We could put them on little Easter eggs.
Oh, that'd be
and
fabulous.
They are quite compulsive because they really are a really quick make. And although I've not used it on that because I actually had some roving, but that Fun Fur, let's look at that next. So I think the Fun Fur is going to make a fantastic little gnome's beard, and it's only going to take the tiniest. Well, it could be as long as you like, couldn't it? But depending whether you do, this is so strokeable, isn't it? I just like that Bond villain.
It's like you got a ferret in your hand. It could be a beard.
Just on the Fun Fur even, not the Fun Fur. It's edged as well, so that means that it's not going to fray, and you're not going to have those sort of stray bits of fur.
It's beautiful.
Coming off. There's too many F's that coming off. So it's really, really nice to use. I mean, just things like maybe a Christmas headband.
Yes.
Maybe you've got a Christmas jumper, and actually, you know, last year's Christmas jumper, let's do something with it. Okay, let's just put a little border on there as well. We'll perhaps put some cuffs on there.
How about round the top of your Wellington boots?
Oh, yes.
That would be great.
That would be so super, wouldn't it? And you could just put double-sided tape on there to make it sort of a temporary.
Yes.
That would be so lovely. In fact, you could, even if you weren't wearing your Wellington boots, you could just stand them at the door with fur around them, couldn't you?
Perfect.
Wouldn't that look wonderful?
Absolutely perfect.
So you've got, I can't remember, did we have 2 meters of that?
2 meters,
I've used quite a lot of that. It's amazing. I love it. Let's talk ribbon. So when I first saw, we've got ribbon on the show. I thought, oh, great, got ribbon on the show. Always useful to have. And then I opened it, and it was velvet ribbon. Oh, well, you know, when I was little, I had long hair. So to have velvet ribbons in your hair, it was a special day if you had velvet ribbons, wasn't it? And I still love velvet ribbon. But this perfect, obviously, for tying. But one of the really great things with any ribbon at all, I wonder if I got a little bit, no, we'll use this one, is just use a double-sided tape on it. This is actually a quilter's tape, so it's a fabric tape, but that's the easiest way of attaching it to anything, isn't it? Just pop a little bit of double-sided tape.
How easy is that?
I know.
Job done.
You're going to put it, and you've got, did we decide on 5 meters of each of those?
5 meters of the red, 5 meters of the green.
You've got loads and loads. We could run around the studio with that, couldn't we? But we won't.
Oh, yeah, just like those competitions, like with the ribbon.
That's it, those streamers.
Oh, wouldn't it, the gymnastics. Oh, if only we had time.
And then...
Because time is the only problem with that. If we had time, I'm sure my lovely producer and director would say, go for it.
And then pom-poms. We've talked bells, but pom-poms.
Yes.
Who doesn't love a pom-pom? And you've just got so many of these. And I love the fact that we've actually got cream and white within these pom-poms as well. And they go everywhere. I emptied my packet and they rolled all over my floor. You've got the dark red, you've got the bright red, you've got the green. Now, these will attach with glue, but they will also, they're really simple to stitch through as well. They don't have a hard centre that you can't stitch through. So actually, if you really want to secure your pom-poms, as I have on this little catch-all here, then I've just actually stitched those through, and its sewing doesn't show on the outside. They are so brilliant. And then finally, well, we've got a book, haven't we? And it's a Tildes book, and you've had a look through that. We're going to make a couple of the projects out of this over the next couple of days, and it's just wonderful. If you've ever wanted to make the Tildes characters, you've got characters in here. I love the fact with Tildes books that you get paper crafting projects as well, because a lot of us do paper crafting as well, and we like to combine. So you've got those in there as well, and we've got, in fact, I'm going to use the ice skates. We're not making a skate, we're going to make that stocking, but we're going to just transfer this pattern over to do that. So I'm going to get myself ready for that. Janice, over to you.
I've got some of the pom-poms actually on my jumper, because if you've got a jumper or a t-shirt, you could add some of these pom-poms. I've just put them onto the jumper, but you could actually stitch through them or stick them, and then you could turn an ordinary jumper into a Christmas jumper. Now, almost 20% of the stock has gone. It's a marvellous deal. £20 today gets you your whole kit and caboodle. I'll take these off and put them back down. 100 pom-poms included. Amazing value for money. It really, really is. Here's what you're getting for your one-day special. 251444 is your item number. And remember, you are getting your red glitter felt roll. You've got 1 metre of that. Your green glitter felt roll, 1 metre of that. Your gold glitter felt roll, you've got 1 metre of that as well. You've got your velvet ribbons. So you've got 5 metres of the green, 5 metres of the red. You've got your mixed colour acrylic felt. You've got 42 pieces of that. They're 50 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres. You've also got 100-piece Christmas pom-poms, so 100 of them. You've got your white faux fur trim, that's 2 metres of that. And then you've got your Tildes Christmas ideas by Tone Financia. One of those by Tone Financia. And then sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. And then you've got your natural Hessian roll, which is 2 metres long. Whoo, that's a lot. It really is. And you're going to be so grateful to receive that, because all those different things you'll be able to make and create and make your home really Christmassy way before Christmas Day. Now, we have got some more items for you. Where should we start? Let's start with your fabric rolls. £16.99. It's one item number, but you've got different options. So should we start at the top? Start at the top. I can't unravel these, but I think you get a really nice idea of the fabrics that are in there. So this one is your North Pole with your stars and your snowflakes in there. It really does feel like the North Pole, doesn't it? Or looks like the North Pole. There's lovely starry, starry nights and the snowflakes. Really like that. That's your first one. The next one along, let's show you this one. You've got your snowflakes and you've got your lovely holly. This is your North Star. So you've got your snowflakes in there, your holly and your ivy, or rather you've got your, not your holly and the ivy, your holly with your holly berries, and then you've got your greens and your whites in there. So that's your North Star. I like that. I like that one just there. That's really nice. Right, coming down to the predominantly red and green. It's got some poinsettias on this. There you go. So this one is reindeer red. Look at that. Look at that, reindeer red. And then coming down to your white and red, which is nice and fresh, isn't it, for Christmas? This is Santa's red, like that one with the grey in there. Very nice, very nice. And then you've got the green one in here is your Mistletoe Green. Remember, these are 20, is it 20 strips of fabric? 22.5 strips in there, so plenty to go round. £16.99. Should put them that way really, then you can see what's in them. And then you've got, sorry, and then we've got 3 smaller ones. No. We've got some more to choose from. I'll show you those on the website. Right, there you go. So, is that that's your Santa red there? That's your Santa red. That's your holly and your berry, which is lovely. That is, oh yeah. Do you know what? Head to the website, because then you'll be able to connect the names with the right colours. Which will be a great way, which is brilliant. And you can help yourself, £16.99, and you get 20 of those pieces of fabric. I've only got 5 here, but there are 6 to choose from. Are we going to have a look at some books? We're not. Oh, it's going so well. Do you know what it's like the day after the Christmas party? It's going so well, so well. Rosella.
It's like we planned this, isn't it?
It is. We're all excited. We're all agog of Christmas. That's what we are. That's what we are.
We are,
right.
actually, because when we came in and Lewis, our lovely floor manager, addressed this set, and he's like,
oh, he's done a marvellous job.
Oh, it's wonderful. It really is
wonderful.
A
marvellous job.
Right, so I mentioned that we're going to use the Tildes Christmas Ideas book, and I just fell in love with, well, I suppose I fell in love with this because it was embroidered, but I thought, actually, this is going to look so super in this glitter felt, so I wanted to have a bit of a play with it. It's great, it's got full-size templates in here, so here's my, and it's actually an ice skate, but this is going to be a stocking. And all I've done is I've traced it with some tracing paper, which we possibly still have on the website. I meant to check and I haven't done, which is in the dressmaker's bundle. And so on this one, because it's actually longer than the boot, it's very cleverly cut it. Rather than going over the join in the book, it stops there. So you trace the bottom bit first, and then you move it up and trace the top bit. So it's brilliant.
Now, we've had a question, Rosella, about the felt, the glitter roll with the felt, or both actually. whether they're both acrylic, the felt. So that's the one with the glitter.
Yep.
And then the squares 15 by 15.
It is. Yeah. It's all acrylic.
All
so
acrylic. There
super
you go.
easy to use. Now, my pattern, because I've already made this and it got all screwed up in the car, I'm just going to iron it out. So don't be afraid of actually ironing your tracing paper. Do be afraid if you've just put your iron a bit hot. But we've got these little irons on the show, and I know I'm always on about these irons, but they are just so super, because this one's actually the foldable iron, which I'm not going to show you at the moment because it's hot now, isn't it?
Yes, you don't want to fold it whilst it's hot.
Shouldn't I?
So we've got the details on the screen, Rosella, 700907. This is your So Easy mini steam iron with a mini pressing board as well. How cute is that? £26.98, great little bundle for you, saving £3. You might want to add that to your basket. If you're going for that with your one-day special, you can divide the cost of that into two, so it'll only be an extra £13.50 today, or somewhere in that region. So it's a great little way of extending your flexi basket and getting more sent out to you. So that lovely mini pressing board. Right, your one-day special, we're getting busy for this. You have got so many different elements in here, and so much of those elements as well, to start making and creating wonderful designs for your Christmas tree, your Christmas table, whether it be a gift for somebody. Maybe you want to put together a bag made out of the Hessian and add some of that lovely faux fur. You could be making little Christmas baubles and decorations as well, which is absolutely beautiful. Maybe you've been stuck as to what to put onto your tree, or maybe you have been given the responsibility to decorate the tree in your local school, or maybe for your church group, for example. Now you've got all the elements to do that. You can get together with your friends and start crafting, and also get the kids involved as well, which is really nice. You've got your gnomes that you can make. They're so super sweet with little bells on top. And you could also use those to put on the top of bottles as well. So they're just going to be absolutely beautiful. You've got gift tags in there, placement, table placements, you've got bunting, you've got bags in there as well. And these are all going to be made by you. It's that traditional Christmas, isn't it? And we absolutely love that. Right, Rosella, have you ironed it out?
I've ironed my stockings, as you do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to roll this back so that it's a little easier to draw around. And you can see how much I'm manipulating this, and I'm not covered in glitter, which is really lovely. Now I'm going to be as frugal as I can with this, and I've got a straight edge there, so I'm going to use that. Don't, you know, don't throw anything away at all. Just actually use your book there, put that on there. Because all of these little bits, you know, maybe you are going to, oh, it's not that straight. Die cut with this, whether you're just going to cut the shapes with this, you could make it on the edge of a mosaic or a collage, something like that. Am I using a pen that I'm not going to be able to see? Oh, no, that's okay. You can see it. Oh, look at that. I've put it in the wrong place. Okay, forget that. We'll edit that bit out. Let's go for this bit instead. Right.
Is that a heat erasable pen that you're using there?
It is, but to be honest, it's on the inside, Janice. It was just because it's this particular one's a felt tip, and it's easy to draw with. But because it's on the inside of my stocking, it doesn't really matter, so I don't really mind. Sorry, I probably could have pre-traced this, couldn't I? Sorry, you're watching me tracing.
No, but do you know what? It's nice to give people ideas and show them how you do it. You know, having everything pre-prepared is great, but sometimes it's nice to craft along with you.
Well, it is always nice, isn't it? I think, to sort of see somebody doing something from start to finish.
Yes, it certainly is.
It also, what it does do is give you a little bit of an idea of real time how long it's going to take you. So if you think, oh, actually, this is going to take me, you know, 3 or 4 hours, and I really don't have that length of time available, perhaps it's not actually.
Yeah. Do you know what's nice about the stockings as well? You could do one side red, you could do one side gold. Yeah. So you can swap it over.
What you could also do is use a fabric on one side as well, so that you actually sort of, you know, maybe a cheaper fabric, an old shirt, something like that, so that you're saving the best fabrics that you've got for your stocking. Now, I'm using paper scissors for this. I'm not using my fabric scissors for this because it has got that glitter in it. And then just whilst I'm thinking of it, for your sewing machine, I'm also, well, I'm going to use an old needle because it's the machine that George had on at the weekend and I haven't changed the needle. But I wouldn't necessarily put a new needle in just for this because I think it's likely to blunt it.
You could make a little bracelet out of that. You know, you just put that around your arm when you was measuring it. A nice little band bracelet out of the gold and the green and the red. All kinds of those, just to add that little bit of glitter to any kind of fabric design. I think also, if you've got appliques and you've got dies or you're cutting them out yourself, to actually create some holly and ivy and put them on a placemat, it'll just change everything.
Oh, how about that Hessian, Janice? How about we make a Hessian placemat, and literally all you'd have to do for that really would be to cut it, wouldn't it? And then you could put it over one of your normal heat-proof placemats.
Would you need to put like a stitching over it to stop it from fraying, or just leave it?
No, I think if you look at the edging on that Hessian, it is quite deep, and I think as long as you keep that deep edging, it's not really going to go anywhere.
No, that's right. There you go. That's nice.
Okay, so I'm not going to cut 2 boots out because there's always a chance they're not actually going to line up if I do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut roughly around it and then I'm going to stitch it. But I'm actually cutting very roughly around because I want to give myself room around it to use those extra scraps.
Yeah.
So rather than cutting it really close and then it's definitely wasted,
yes,
don't do that. You don't need to. So I'm going to now detach myself from this and I'm going to stitch around this. So I need to get my sewing machine up. Doesn't that so gorgeous?
I've got a question for you, Rosella.
Yeah.
It's been sent in by Janice. She wants to know where your chocolate sprouts are.
Well, chocolate sprouts, they are...
You did promise me chocolate sprouts.
I have chocolate sprouts. I did leave them in the car in this weather, so I had to then put them in the freezer. So they're now defrosting a bit.
Right. OK, so apparently everyone in the office ate them, so there's none left for me.
I did save you some.
Did you?
I did send some to the gallery though as well. But I need to dive under the table now to get my sewing machine up.
That's absolutely fine. We'll just watch you do that. No, we won't. Right, your one-day special, you can divide the payment into 2 monthly payments. It's really easy to do as well. If you're brand new to us here at the craft store, if you're on the website, there's a box and it says FlexiBuy. Just tick that and that's it. There's no credit checks or anything like that. You don't need to pay by credit card. There's no interest charges or anything. All you have to do is tick the box and then just pay half today, plus your P&P, unless you're a Freedom member, no P&P to pay, and then another payment in a month's time. You don't have to worry about that. We will take that from you. We'll sort all of that out. So it's very, very easy to do. And if you give us a call as well on 0330 175 5552, which is a new number for me, memorable. It's right there though, which is good. Then you can simply just ask us to put it into a flexi payment. Is that a new telephone number? It's a temporary new telephone number for you, so there you go. So do keep your eye on the screen. I think it's just a random numbers that they've just put on the screen. No, it's not. It's our telephone number. Do call that. It's a national rate as well, which is brilliant. So you have your one-day special, and within that one-day special, you've got so many different elements to put together to build and create. You can do appliques, you can make little finger puppets, you can make little hats for gnomes, and you've got that lovely faux fur, you've got your velvet ribbon, you've got your pom-poms, your pom-pom-pom-pom, you've got your, I was going to say hazelnut, it's not, it's Hessian. It's Hessian. It's not the same as hazelnut. You've got your jingle bells as well. And I do want to jingle my jingles. Look, I mean, listen, don't look. That is proper Christmas, isn't it? Who'd have thought at my age I'd be jangling my jingle bells live on air? Well, it is a Tuesday. We've also got your glitter fabric. Yes, there's felt on the back here. So, wow, can you imagine making this into some kind of outfit? Or you can make and create lots of wonderful Christmas designs. And you've got that in your gold, your red and your green. My goodness. Oh, not forgetting your book. Not forgetting your book with your Tilda ideas in there. Absolutely fantastic. Right, 2 payments of £20, 251444 is your item number. Right, okay. We've got more for you on the show, Rosella. So we're going to just show the fabrics that we've got available, which I think are a great addition to your one-day special. Do you, Rosella?
I absolutely love these. And the stars, no, they don't necessarily have to be for Christmas, but I just think the colours in there are just super, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. This is your North Pole, so you've got your stars, you've got your snowflakes, you've got, oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it, in the grey?
Isn't that just
Imagine a couple of those red pom-poms on there.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, they'd look great. And then you've got your grey stars as well. So if you want to go for your North Pole option, there it is, £14.99. 641365 is your item number. Your next one is your North Star. And you've got some really nice, I think, Rosella, like a vintage Christmas vibe to this. Do you?
Yeah, most definitely. You've got that traditional red and green in there, but that holly is just so beautiful, isn't
Wow,
it?
look at that.
But then we move a little bit more contemporary with the gold stars. In fact, I've used that on one of the bottle, what are those? Bottle bags on the show. But I love that sort of snowflake with it, that green snowflake with it as well. It's fabulous, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I think that's my second favourite. The third one that we've got for you is your Mistletoe Green. So I'm thinking your decorations on your Christmas table with these.
Yes, most definitely. Oh, how about placemats in that? That would just be so beautiful, wouldn't it? Or pot holders.
How about napkins?
You know when you put your pots on your Christmas table and they're all hot, aren't they? But you've never actually got enough sets of oven gloves for everyone to use them,
No,
have
you haven't.
So you could make lots of little ones for each one.
Oh, that would be lovely. That would be so nice. You could make some napkins as well. It'd be lovely. Or even a tie or a bow tie. It's entirely up to you. £14.99. And then your final option, this is your Santa Red. Yeah, do you know what? I really love this shade of red. You've got your holly on there. And that one, now that, again, is like a vintage vibe for your holly, isn't it, Rosella, which is beautiful.
Sorry.
It's a nice vintage vibe there.
I think that's a fabulous vintage vibe
love
there.
that.
I just love holly. I absolutely love holly. I have a lot in my garden, and it's just so lovely. But look at that. Now, we're in summer, aren't we? How about bunting? Star bunting.
Oh, yes.
That's going to look great, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I'm back to my my Harvest Festival table again, aren't I? I'll have a hoe down.
Have you got things in for a harvest festival?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I went and picked some beans and marrows and strawberries and potatoes today from the allotment.
Have you?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, got them all.
fabulous.
Got them all. Left them at home for Jane to cook a dinner tonight. And then I went out and bought a £3 microwavable meal. But there you go. There you go. I'm a giver. Right, those are your options. £14.99. 641365 is your item number. More items on the show that you might want to add to your basket. We've got some Bonder Web. Really handy this is. £18.99. So if you're going for lots of projects in your one-day special, definitely worth going for this. And if you're going for the one-day special, this will only be £9.50 today. 584711 is your item number. 5 metres of that. That's a lot. Wow. Right, you've got 2 metres of calico. We love calico. £9.99. 352940. You can make some nice little gift bags out of that.
Yes.
Nice little calico gift bags, and then you could embellish it with all your one-day special
Well,
stuff.
that's these little strips that we've got of the glitter felt. We could just Bonder Web those onto calico. Fabulous.
That'd be perfect. 352940 is your item number, or 0. And then we've got a button bundle for you. Now, you've got 90 pieces and you get 30 of each. You've got your reindeers, you've got your gingerbread people, and you've got your penguins. £22.99, 847214. All I'll say is, get in quick before Catherine Sturrock. She'll be on the phone buying all those up. I'm telling you, she will. She's probably already there on the phone right now, ordering the whole lot. So get in before Catherine. 847214 is your item number. Absolutely brilliant. Love those. Advent calendars as well.
Yes.
You've got all the elements here to build and create a marvellous advent calendar.
Well, think of that Hessian. All you'd need is actually that Hessian strip, isn't it?
Yeah,
And then
you
you
would.
could then perhaps some of the fabric, or the fabric strips,
Yeah.
because the 2.5 fabric strips would be wide enough for
Yeah.
little pockets, wouldn't they? And then you could just make lots of them.
Yeah. Yeah, love that. Right, let's get back to Rosella.
Right, so I'm ready to sew my boot now, and I love the fact that I've not used this sewing machine for glitter fabric, and I have no idea whether it's okay, George, so apologise if it's not, there you go. But it's sewed beautifully on mine. Oh yes, yeah, I'm sure it's just wonderful, isn't it? I love this machine. Right, find my pedal and we're good to go. And you can see how easily it does sew. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Look at that. Could you hand stitch it as well?
Yeah, you certainly could, but also you could just glue this. I mean,
Yes.
I love stitching anyway, and I wanted to find out whether you could machine stitch it, so that was mostly the reason behind me machining this to start with, and for quickness. But I like the edging that it's going to give, and I've used a sort of a lighter thread on here so that it's going to show a little bit of a contrast on there as well.
It's the glitter on there is absolutely fabulous. And you can see that it's not interfering with your machine or getting everywhere.
No, that's it. It's great. And I say I'm not going to put a new needle in for this. In fact, if you're going to do a lot of stitching with the glitter, I would probably save your old needles and use them for that as well, because you don't want to damage it. And we'll just get around the toe. I'm not sure I can talk and pivot at the same time.
Do you have a stocking at the end of your bed for Christmas?
Yes. And I still have my children's stockings in my room, so that ease of Santa when it comes down the chimney. And my children are now 19 and 23. And we have the one for the dog as well, obviously.
Oh, of course.
So does your dog have a Christmas stocking?
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Yes, she has all the Christmas stockings. She's a Jack Russell. She'll have everything.
Yes.
Even if it's mine, she's had it.
But it's, you know, we have to hang them up out of his way on Christmas Eve, and then when Santa has actually been, we have to be there quick in the morning before the dog.
Yes, yeah, always.
Yeah. So I'm nearly there. Sorry, I'm not the fastest sewer.
No, it's nice to see, because sometimes taking your time is really important, just going slowly. Not all of us can whiz through a machine. Some of us have only just bought a machine, maybe, getting into soft crafts. So it's really nice to see that you don't have to rush round. No, take your time.
It's not a race. And if you have just had this, because this has just been a one-day special, I believe, this machine. So if you're just getting yours now, this is going to be great to have a bit of a play with it. But it is a super, super machine.
Oh, which machine is that? Is that a Britannia?
It's the Britannia T65. I love it because, look, it cuts the thread for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's not that many machines on this price level that will do that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop that onto the floor out of the way.
Okay, are you all right doing that?
Yeah, it's fine, yep.
Excellent.
It's nice and lightweight, so I like that. And then all I need to do now is cut around my stocking. So because I didn't, you know, you could have cut it out twice, you could have tried to line it up, but I find that when you do that, then it doesn't line up, does it? And you'll find in a lot of the Tildes books and in this one that when you're doing any of the designs, you'll often find that they'll say cut one, and then place it on the fabric, stitch it, and then cut around it. And it's just an easy way of doing it.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, you could use anything on this stocking. So you could use different fabrics on the back. You could use that calico on the back. You could stamp it. You could write on it.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Get the children maybe to decorate it as well.
I'm thinking, you know, just looking at that, how about actually making some slippers?
Yeah, proper slippers,
proper slippers.
Yeah.
With the fabric. I think a good idea. Or even if you just put it on the end of the slippers.
Well, I think it's the uppers. We've often had sewists on here that's actually brought slipper packs to us, haven't we? Because I've had them in the past.
Yeah.
Well, from yoga. So if perhaps you've got some that need making up, you could actually change the fabric on these, and you could have some super ones. I've definitely seen Julian Clare in these boots in Panto.
Oh, really?
Definitely.
Oh.
So
very nice.
Isn't that just so good? And I love the fact because we can actually stuff this, so it's nice and sturdy now. So we're going to be able to put lots and lots of sweets in there, lots and lots of sprouts in there. Promise, Janice, I will find you a sprout.
Oh, thank you.
So all I need now is some fun fur to go around it. Now you could stitch this on, you could tape this on, or you could glue it on for speed. And I think what I'm going to do is glue it on, especially when I remember where I put, oh, there's some glue there, where I put my glue.
See, just as you're making that, I'm thinking to myself, right, if I wanted to buy one of these closer to Christmas, as you do, because you go on a panic buy, don't you?
Yeah.
And you just grab anything in sight because you think, I want my house looking Christmassy, because it's the one thing sometimes you forget to do because you're so busy with everything else. If you were to buy something like that of quality, we're talking quality now, quality fabric, the non-shed glitter, so you don't have glitter everywhere. You've got the quality faux fur as well, and that's not going to shed everywhere. So we're talking something of quality now. So think about the quality stores that you go into. Probably $9.99 easily. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any day of the week, as they say.
But also, maybe, you know, now that we're getting out and about a bit, perhaps we are going to be doing sort of Christmas fairs. How wonderful is your set going to look, your stall going to look, if you've got items like this?
Yeah, and then you can sell them all afterwards towards the end of the fair.
And also, we talked about personalised die cutting. Sorry, I'll have to get longer arms. But you could personalise at the fair, couldn't you? Take your die cutter, cut out a little... do your Bonder web, iron it on for them, good to go. And you've got personalised stockings instant. So all I need to do now is cut my fur off. And you are going to be a little bit more careful at home with this. So what I did on the other one is just cut a little bit extra so that it... Oh, in fact, you can actually, if you put your glue down, you can fold that fur over and it covers it up quite nicely.
And you get 2 metres of that fur. So how much have you used there? Probably about 12 inches?
If that. I think probably 11.
11 inches. So what's 11 inches divided into 2 metres?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6 or 7?
I don't know.
Stockings you'd be able to make just out of the faux fur alone? 33 inches in a metre, isn't there?
And then...
Yeah. Is there?
Let's have some...
Know. I've just made that up. There's 3.5 foot in a metre, isn't there? And so that's about 36 inches, 39 inches in a metre. What's an inch between friends? So you could make quite a few of these stockings. So you see the value that you're getting now.
Now, I'm just attaching this ribbon with glue because obviously we don't have that much time on the show. But what I would do at home is, if you are going to hang it, I would probably put a stitch in there so that it's really secure, because you don't want your stocking falling off when you've actually put something in it. And don't put glue on both sides of the ribbons like I do, otherwise you'll end up sticking your stocking together. So there's our little hanger on there. And then what I also thought was really nice was to have some little, can't get rid of the glue off your hands, just have some little dangly pom-poms. So we've got some ribbon there that's slightly thinner and not as nice quality. And so let's have, should we have 3 of those? And
I've made a little cuff for my watch.
Have you?
In the fur, look, which is nice and Christmassy. There you go. I mean, other watches are available. Clearly, you can't have this watch because I've not charged it up. It's not even working. I just wear it for effect.
Then all I'm doing is I'm just attaching my ribbons. Again, I'd probably put a little stitch in there. So I've got glue absolutely everywhere now. And pom-poms, again, we could just stitch through those. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on now. So when you have glued it, then just put it out of the way, not on the white table. It's because Lewis is going to be very cross with me when he sees the mess I've made. So let's put a little bit on that one. And that one. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have some fabric glue on the website that's attached to my finger. This is a very sticky one. Perhaps we'll put the glue on there instead. It's attached to my finger. Get off. All right, let's put more glue on there instead of there.
Remember, if you've got any cracker jokes, I'm sure we would love to hear them. Christmas cracker jokes, the best of. We could do that. You can email in. Our director has one. Can I say this on air? Oh, Chris. What is brown and sticky?
Go for it.
A stick.
Marvellous. It's definitely a Mr. Baker joke,
Seriously.
isn't it?
Seriously. If you can do better than that, I'm sure you can.
Yes.
It is studio@thecraftstore.com.
But there we go. So,
isn't that lovely? Look at that.
So
I really like that idea with the
pom-poms, like my pom-poms. I'm just being a bit gentle in case they're not.
Do you know what?
Yet.
They could be like little Brussels sprouts.
Oh, back to the sprouts. I will find the sprouts. I promise you.
Oh, isn't that fantastic? And look how gorgeous that looks in that fabric. Wow, okay. If you want to use that fabric, it's felt fabric and it's non-shed as well. You get the gold, the red and the green, and you get 2 meters. 2 meters of each. That's the gold, the red and the green. That in itself is absolutely spectacular. We've never seen anything like it, but now you are loving it. So you see you've got the felt on one side and it's non-shed as well, which is brilliant. Right, included in your one day special is that. We've also got your 42, 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres, fabulous acrylic felt for you. So you've got all the colours of the rainbow and then some. So you've got your greys, your blacks, your browns, you've got your reds, you've got your neutrals, you've got your oranges, your pinks, your lilacs, you've got your blues and you've got your greens and everything in between, which is fabulous. You've got 100 pom-poms. Yes, you have, and they're all different sizes as well. And these are quality pom-poms. These aren't the sort of pom-pom that when you squidge it like that, it just all falls apart. This is quality pom-pom, quality. So that could be a little nose, it could be a little, oh, there you go. It could be a little berry, it could be, oh, alive as well. There you go, it's a jumping jack. You've got, yes, your Hessian. You've got 2 meters of Hessian. 2 meters of Hessian. I've got to jingle my bells. That is just Christmas, isn't it? Not me going like this, but the sound. You can hire me out for Christmas. I'll just be jiggling the bells outside. Anyway, you've got your faux fur, beautiful white as well. You could have that to go around the top of your boots. I was thinking about my allotment and my water butt, sorry. Oh, it's a long story, I'll tell you later. Don't do that. So you've got 2 meters of that. You've got your book as well, full of ideas, your book, full of ideas. This is included. This could be a book that you could give away as a gift. Look at that. That is wonderful and beautiful. Right, we have got velvet ribbon in there as well. 5 meters of your red, 5 meters of your green. There you go. Very, very posh. Very, very posh. And that is your one day special, £20 today and £20 in a month's time, or $39.99 today, with that saving of £8. And almost, wow, almost a quarter of the stock has gone in the first hour. I think you are starting to realise this is a fabulous deal and all of those lovely Christmas decorations and ideas that you'll be able to put together. Right, let's head back to Rosella. I see some chocolate sprouts.
Chocolate sprouts.
Can you? Go on then. I shall desanitise them.
So I just wanted to show you a couple of the new books that are on the show as well, because
please,
I'm looking at little projects to do. So Scandi Christmas. So these books, I've actually chosen these books because they're just fabulous, and I just thought it's just so lovely. 45 projects within this one, and I actually want to live in this Scandi Christmas. We've got paper grafting projects in there as well, which I really, really like. And we've got stitching ones. We've got, now look at that, for table decorations, just sort of using natural materials as well. I love these little pine cone families. I couldn't find a pine cone, otherwise I would have made her, because again, it's just using little scraps. Those fabric rolls are going to be perfect for this. I love the twig tree, and it's just such a lovely, we're going to make this, I think, tomorrow maybe, the little Christmas tree. We've got stockings in there. This is the book that's got the cotton reel gnomes on there. So if you like our little gnome family, which again we'll try and get round to, then this is the book that actually you might like to make your own, because they are just such fun, aren't they? They really are such fun. But what you've also got on those, you've got gingerbread cooking as well, so, and salt dough. So you've got a real mix in here. So this one is the Scandi Christmas. So that is really a super book. And then we've got another one. So I'm thinking specifically now maybe of the felt. So look at these little projects in here, but it's not just felt in here, because we've got, well, here we go. This is the projects that we've got. So we've got felted projects, we've got stitched projects, we've got knitted, we've got crocheted. Here's my little brooch. So it's actually a Scotty dog, but obviously not. It's a Schnauzer deer. And again, super instructions. There's our little owl there. The owl, I just used a couple of pieces of that felt, so you can make lots and lots of those little owls. And there's
Oh,
mine.
no. Do you know what? I love the way you've put the buttons there.
Well, we've all got button boxes, haven't we? And, you know, just a little scrap of that fabric again, because we're not wasting anything today.
No.
Absolutely nothing at all. We've got a fabric roll bag there. So, you know, that if you're getting the fabric rolls today, you're going to have ideas for that. We've got bunting in there. You talked about the little holly, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, look
so
at
how about
that.
little pegs to hang your cards, maybe? I thought
Oh,
that
that's
was
a great idea.
really lovely idea. So just those tiny scraps of that glitter felt we're going to be able to use in this, and there's just so much. Look at that.
Oh, look. God, it's lovely.
So that's knitting. I'm not a knitter, I'm a crocheter, and there is one in here as well. Oh, I've got crocheted Christmas stocking. There's a look, I've got a little bear in there. We've got cooking in there. So it's just wonderful, isn't it? Absolutely wonderful. So that's just quick and easy Christmas gifts.
And that's $9.99. That is a great deal.
Absolutely. And we've got 100 ideas in this one, so that's a super amount of inspiration within there as well. I just love these little cutlery holders as well. I think they're super, aren't they?
Yeah, that is, and you can make those with the felt.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a great idea.
And then one more thing, we talked about advent calendars, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Now, we've actually got a couple of these, and these are so new to me. I've not even taken them out of the wrapper yet, but I just think this is super. This is making your own advent calendar. So you've got the hanger there, you've got the felt for the background, you've got ribbon as well on there, and I just think it's wonderful.
Wow.
And I think actually, you're actually getting both of these anyway.
Yes.
But you could then mix and match this with the one-day special.
Was it last year that they sold out of all advent calendars, and it was just really, really busy, and you just couldn't find them anywhere in any of the shops? I don't know whether they'd come out a little bit earlier, so everyone was buying them, because they only manufacture so many.
Yes.
But they were extremely popular. They're coming back in fashion as well. So this is a great idea to get two. 721123, give one as a gift. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be so relieved to get an advent calendar because they're all sold out in the shop. They might not all sell out, but it might happen. But you've made them one. How lovely is that? Just remember to give it to them at the beginning of Christmas, not on Christmas Day. It'll be way too late then, way too late. But they could possibly just have all 30 chocolates or 25 chocolates at the same time. Now, we're nearly 30% gone of your one-day special. It's terrific, isn't it? And I think there's something in here for everyone, for every kind of decorative decoration that you want to put together for Christmas. And it's inspiring as well. When you're sitting there thinking, what shall I do for Christmas? What can I put together to put on my Christmas table? What can I do to put together on my Christmas tree? What can I do to put on my hearth? What can I do to put on the end of the kids' beds, for example? I think, Rosella, you've got something for every single project.
Yeah, I think that's it. We've got so many different materials on there, but then we've got the trims as well with the pom-poms and the bells on there. I just think it's fabulous.
It really is. We're just seeing some of the decorations on the tree. I don't know whether we saw that big bow at the top. That could be made. There is a huge bow. It's not made of the felt fabric, but I'm thinking that would be a brilliant idea, because you could make one big bow from the glitter fabric, just like that, at the top of your tree.
Yeah. And actually those little strips again, let's make small ones for the tree as well. So let's just use absolutely everything.
Oh, just wonderful. Oh, I'm getting all ready for Christmas now, and I've not even got through the autumn. In fact, I've not even got over summer yet. Rosella, it's been an absolute pleasure and a joy. You'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight.
I will.
With our Leonie.
Yes.
I shall leave the sprouts here for her. Oh, no, she might not be able to have any of those sprouts. Best take them with me then, hadn't I?
I think so.
Rosella, fabulous to have your company.
Likewise.
We'll see you again at 8 o'clock. Don't go anywhere, though, because we've got plenty more coming up. Remember, we are live all the way through until 10 p.m. here at the craft store, but then we continue throughout the night as well. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, crafting with you at home. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break with another fabulous